Hello everyone, I'm Vidhi Jain. If you've watched our previous Jiva Food Series, you have seen me talking about food and lifestyle through an Ayurvedic lens. But today is extra special because we have got one more person with us to speak, and that's our brilliant Dr. Dhruvil from our Jiva Food team.
So, hi everyone, my name is Dr. Dhruvil and I have done my bachelor's in Ayurveda from India 3 years ago, and since then I'm practicing Ayurveda and serving healthy lifestyle through Ayurveda.
Amazing. So I've got a list of questions for you, and today's topic is going to be really fascinating because it's one of the most interesting doshas, that is Pitta dosha, which is fiery, intense, and we also sometimes call it the CEO dosha. You'll know the reason why. So my very first question to you is like the root of it. So what is exactly Pitta dosha?
Yeah, so according to Ayurveda, everything in the world is made up of 5 elements: space, air, fire, water, and earth. And Pitta is made up of 2 elements, which are water and fire. And we often talk about Agni in Ayurveda so much, which literally means fire. And Pitta dosh dominates in fire. So Pitta qualities they are quite intense, hot, and sharp in nature. And when we talk about Pitta dosha, we think about it cause very angry people and all, but it's not like that. Pitta people are very sharp in nature. They are very intelligent. They want everything to be perfect. But if it goes out of the balance, then the problem occurs. Then it causes irritation, anger issues, and everything.
What is like the main function that you would say like about Pitta dosha? How does it actually function?
So Pitta has both effects on the body, physical as well as on the mental. If we look into the physical signs and symptoms, there is the most important sign is the burning sensation in the body. It's saying in the Ayurveda, whenever you feel like burning, it's because of the Pitta is out of the balance in your body. And you may ask where you feel in the
exactly where would you
burning
feel
sensation
the exact,
in the body.
Yeah.
So it's basically most probably in the areas like eyes and the skin, because according to Ayurveda, Pitta resides in the skin because it's considered as the sthan of the Pitta dosha. And because of that, anything goes out of the balance because of the Pitta, it shows into the skin. Like you will feel like acne, rashes, redness in the skin. Then there are symptoms like indigestion, inflammation, because of the Pitta dosha gets out of the balance, and it can eventually lead to the ulcers also. Like you are feeling acidity, heartburn, and everything. That's because of the Pitta dosha is not in the balance in your body. Excessive sweaty, loose motions, premature graying of hair, and hair loss because of the Pitta dosha.
Right.
And if we talk about the mental sign and symptoms, first and most important, I will say it's the hangry. Like
Angry, right?
yeah, like you feel hungry and angry, whenever you skip the meal.
Yeah.
The Pitta gets aggravated,
Oh,
and
right.
you will feel angry and irritated very easily. The Pitta people are they want perfection in everything. So if any little thing goes out of their
Desired, decided
desire,
thing.
they'll get angry, irritated very easily.
Right, yeah. That's so true. Even with my sister, I think, so she is pretty motivated. She's got all the leadership qualities. Actually, she's achieved a lot in her age as well. But like we've noticed this, that if anything doesn't go according to her plans, she would often get very sad. She would say things like, she's not done enough, or maybe she's not doing anything correctly in her life, and she would also break down sometimes. So whatever you said matches so much, and that is true because her personality is also Pitta dosha, like Pitta dominant. So yes, that is very, very common that I've seen. But I was just wondering, like, why and how does the Pitta get aggravated?
So I have made this 5 starter for the Pitta aggravation. You can
Okay.
remember it as a
That's
5S.
Right.
First is spicy, oily food.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a stimulants and caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Third one is skipping meal,
Mm-hmm.
which can cause the Pitta aggravation.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is a sleep disturbance.
All right.
And the last but not the least is the sun exposure. Overexposure to the sun can
Alright.
cause the Pitta aggravation.
It sounds so similar to like an Indian summer wedding.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what can we exactly do to pacify this dosha when it's aggravated? Like, how can we get this imbalanced dosha into a balance?
So, according to Ayurveda, not taking medicine is not only the solution, but adapting a healthy lifestyle is one of the major impact for the healthy lifestyle. So, what we can do that can prevent the pitta aggravation.
Mhm.
So, try to do the things which do not cause the aggravation of pitta. That, like we mentioned, that sun exposure and sleep disturbance can cause the pitta aggravation. So try to do not going out when sun is out, then sleep before 10 p.m.
Right.
because pitta usually aggravates between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Okay.
So try to sleep before that. Then you should adapt some healthy lifestyle. Try to eat some healthy foods and avoid spicy foods.
Mhm.
And also adapting a healthy lifestyle, like do abhyang, which is a self massage. You can do it by coconut oil or sunflower oil. Then some routine remedies like doing tongue scraping, which you usually do because it removes the toxins.
So, sort of like sleeping before 10 is good, and if they don't do that, then there are more chances of aggravating the pitta dosha, is it?
Yeah, there is a chance because pitta is dominant in that particular time. So you might feel like you are having problem of acidity or heartburn because at that time pitta gets aggravated and it dominates.
Yeah.
In that time.
Yeah, that is so true. Again, like, you know, with my sister, if she stays up and she doesn't go to her bed before 10, then she suddenly, like, she just feels like getting all the work done, and she'll just take out all her notes and stuff like that. She'll try to get everything done in those, like, in those hours. And mostly she would not even go to bed till 2. That is so relevant, you know. I can just like relate that so well, that yeah, it's her peak time. And then she would say, you know, that's the time when my brain works the best. But then of course, like, next day, you know, she would not feel that great. So I think that's a very valid point, especially for people with pitta dosha, that yeah, they would feel like they're night owls, and that, you know, they would work the best in that duration, but wouldn't be the best for them, isn't it?
It's not good to be
awake at that time.
Moreover, there is also one factor which can affect the pitta dosha aggravation, and it is very common nowadays, and it is stress. Because of stress, pitta can go very bad, and you get very angry, very irritated, and after that you can't do anything, and it will affect your mental health very badly. So my suggestion is that you can adapt a healthy lifestyle and do some yoga and meditation like Shitali and Shitkari pranayam.
Pranayama is basically some breathing techniques that would really help you to reduce your stress. And any breathing, even deep breathing exercises, would really help you to calm down your stress. It is so important to pause sometimes, appreciate the things that you've done, that you've accomplished, and also always spare some time throughout your day to do something that you love, no matter like how silly it is. But if that's something you love, if that gives you joy, then spending even 5 minutes really helps, especially pitta dosha. So that would be really beneficial for you. So that was really good information about all these, but one of our favorite topics, that is, how do we deal with it in the kitchen? Is there anything related to foods that you would like to talk about to get our pitta dosha in balance?
Yeah, so pitta is basically having qualities like it is sharp in nature, hot, intense, liquid, spreading in nature. So opposite food to it, these qualities can help a lot. So there are 6 rasas according to Ayurveda in 6 states, and from them Madhur, Tikta and Kashai, which are sweet, astringent and pungent taste, which can help to balance the Pitta dosha. And for a sweet taste, you can eat grains like rice, oats, wheat, quinoa, fruits like ripe mangoes, melons, grapes, sweet apples, bananas, dairy products like milk and ghee. Ghee is one of the major food item which helps to balance the pitta. Then vegetables like carrots, pumpkins, beets, sweet potatoes, you can add in your food.
Right, yeah. I love sweet
To-
potatoes.
Yeah. And for a tikta taste, which is bitter taste, for that you can eat leafy greens like spinach, kale, fenugreek, herbs like coriander, neem, turmeric, and spices like turmeric and saffron.
Right.
And kashai taste, which is astringent in nature. So for that you can eat like legumes like mung beans, chickpeas, lentils, fruits like pomegranate, green apples, cranberries, veggies like cauliflower, broccoli, and grains like barley, oats, and basmati rice.
Yeah. Basmati rice is like my go-to, and ghee as well, which you mentioned. I consume ghee a lot. I don't know if it's too much. Maybe I'll ask you some other time about that. So, what would you suggest that people should avoid, or like foods that people should avoid, which would aggravate Pitta dosha?
Yeah, so as I mentioned the three tastes, you should avoid the other three tastes like sour, salty, and pungent foods which can aggravate the pitta dosh. And you should avoid the food like chili, pepper, garlic, onions, which are pungent in taste. Then avoid sour taste like do not eat pickle, vinegar, tamarind, pineapple, and some citrus fruits.
Right.
Fermented foods like yogurt, kombucha, sour cream, and also try to avoid salty food as well, like chips and salty snacks, which
Yeah.
everyone likes.
Yeah, that's again very true and valid, because I read it that like with Pitta dosha, it's said that the more sour foods they consume, it can also ignite like more sour feelings, like jealousy and envy could be aggravated because of such foods. So I've read that like squeezing a little bit of lime to enjoy the sour foods can help these doshas. So is that true?
Yes, it can help, but do not excess, because everything excess is a poison according to Ayurveda.
Yeah.
So try to avoid and live a healthy lifestyle is my option, because everything in limited quantity is beneficial, but in excess quantity it's poisonous and it will harm eventually.
Right. That is so valid. Like all these foods sound, even according to science, these are mostly all those grounding foods which would absorb more of water. And I think nature of Pitta being more of that liquid and spreading quality, all of these foods would help the Pitta dosha in getting that binding nature and reducing these liquid characteristics as well. So it sounds and makes a lot of sense when you said, how these particular foods can be an opposite nature to the aggravating factors of Pitta and what the true nature of Pitta is. Yes, exactly. Like coffee is a thing, I would say, that is so much in demand, especially seen by the Pitta personality people. They are more drawn towards coffee as well, but it would be such a aggravating factor. Yeah.
Plus
And
it keeps you awake.
yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, that makes so much sense. Like sleep would be disturbed, and yeah, all of that would just aggravate Pitta so much. Yeah, that's true. It was such a good amount of information that we got about the Pitta dosha. But again, it's important to remember that Ayurveda is more like a lifestyle that you'll have to adapt, and it's not a quick fix. but try to use like at least 3 tips from whatever we spoke to get your pitta in balance, and let us know in the comments how you went with that. And do check out our body type quiz, which gives you a really good idea on what exactly your body type is, and it's a really easy way to diagnose your body type. So check that out. I've provided the link in the description below. Thank you. Namaste. I'll see you again.